Welcome students to an overview of Microsoft Teams. Now this is going to be a great communication and learning platform for us all throughout the year, but particularly during our remote learning period that we have starting at the start of term 2. What I'm going to do here is just show us through some of the features, okay, so to help you navigate your way around Teams to do the various different tasks that you would need to do. The first thing that I'm going to show here is the Teams dash, and this is where you'll find all of your teams for all your subjects and anything else like that. So looking at the left hand side, this is where you've got your menu pane, and the middle one I've clicked on here is Teams. Now this is just one of my testing accounts, okay, yours will look different when all of your subjects are here, but these will be all of your subjects. The next thing I want to have a look at is managing notifications. So where we find them and then what to do once we're aware of our notifications. You can see that the testing team is here in bold and there is a 1 on it. That means that there is a new post in there that I need to see. And it's also up here on the activity or notifications tab. So this is where we come to click on all of our teams. I'll just have a look at one of the classes that's here at school. There we have it. This is where a team is currently communicating in a senior subject. They've just had an online meeting today. If I click on activity, it's just like opening your notifications on Facebook. So everything that I've been mentioned in is up here. Okay, and anything that I need to be aware of is there because I have been tagged. Tagging people is just like tagging someone in a post on Instagram or Facebook or anything like that, and you can do that to get your teacher's attention or to get one of your classmates' attentions so that they get a notification for it. Now if they don't see that notification within an hour, they'll actually get an email telling them that they have a notification in Teams. So if they've got their email open but they don't have Teams open, it will let them know that they've got something sitting there. And it's just a case of using the @ symbol, like it already says in the feed down here. So let's say I needed the great man Bailey Perry to come and have a look at something. I could tag him, or I could tag the entire class, and I could go from there with what I needed to talk to them about. To manage your notifications, so to make sure that you're actually getting the most up-to-date information, when you're in a team, if you navigate up to the right-hand corner here, see the 3 dots, go to channel notifications, you can actually edit these. So if you want to see notifications in your feed and a banner to pop up on your computer, that will also make way for the emails to come through as well. You can set that. If you want all replies included, you can tick that one there as well. Okay, and then also channel mentioned. Anytime someone is mentioning you within this team, you'll get that notification as well. Really good to have both set to banner and feed because that way you'll get your notifications. One thing that I've found handy as well, okay, if you are wanting to, you can get the Teams app on your phone. Here are all my different conversations. They pop up just like a message, okay, so that I'm straight onto things as they come through. If you don't want that because that's your phone, then that's absolutely fine. But just if you're wanting to stay on top of things, that can be really handy as well. And you can also be using that to message other people. You can be using that for your video calls, for absolutely anything where you don't actually have to be on your primary device, which could be your computer or your iPad. Could just be an option that you would enjoy. The next function that I wanted to have a look at is the chat function. Now this is really handy because if you need to ask another student a question, or if you need to ask one of your teachers a question, you can jump into the chat. If I open chat, there's nothing in here for this one. You can search any teacher here at school, and you can also search for other students. Now remember that communication through here is strictly about school matters only. Okay, so it's very important that anything that you're doing in Teams, if you're communicating with other students or teachers, it has to do with school matters only. You've got your social media channels for other things. So let's say that I want to look at Mr. Alden's proper account. Okay, I can enter here. Hi, Mr. Alden, I really need some help with the homework. Okay, and he will get that in his notifications and he'll be able to get back to me in the chat. He's also online. Okay, he might actually give an audio call. or possibly even a video call where things can be shared like the screen, or presentations where we can go back over things and have a look at our content from class to better understand it. So there's a lot of flexibility here. On the right of the video call and the audio call icons, there is actually an add. So this is where we can have group chats. If you're doing a group project, or if you've got a group of people that need to talk to a teacher, this is where you can add that person and you can have a conversation about school matters. So I've asked Mr. Alden for some help, and the little eye icon next to that means that he's seen it, okay, which is great. And I'm just doing that here on my phone from my other account. Message comes back, sure thing, how can I help you? So you can see that this is an easier way than emailing back and forth. It's a lot quicker. It's just like the Messenger and Instagram and Snapchat and all the things that you would use outside of school, but this is just the way that we're going to do it for school, and it's going to make it really easy for us. So there's a brief overview of Microsoft Teams and what it can do for us in terms of communicating with each other to help with the learning process while we're working remotely. If you need more help with the basic functions of Teams, go back to the Microsoft Sway. There's some more step-by-step instructions about access and doing some of the more basic things. If you don't know where that is, it's in your newsfeed on Compass, and it will remain there for the rest of the year. Okay, so that's not going anywhere. So here's our Microsoft Sway site, which is all about using Microsoft Teams as a student here at school. Okay, it just takes you through the basics like what Teams is and how we get onto it, just so that you get to this actual stage of using it. Otherwise, feel free to jump on Teams and to shoot me a direct message. I can help you with anything. If you're really not sure that way, you can send me an email through your school email as well. Good luck with it, and looking forward to some great remote learning happening throughout Term 2.